knows nothing can understand nothing. Plunge deeper into the darkness, and your heart will grow even stronger.
Good tidings, everybody, and welcome to the Ansem Report podcast. This is episode number 103 of the longest-running Kingdom Hearts podcast on the internet. I don't want to hear nothing about KH Union. I don't want to hear nothing about Kingdom Smarts.
Who?
They're both at 102 episodes combined. We're at 103 on our own.
And this is where it ends.
It's time for Kingdom Hearts to end. Anyway,
not our podcast.
Just
The
Kingdom
podcast will continue, but Kingdom Hearts is over.
Yes, Kingdom Hearts is over. I'm here with my brother Jason. Hello, Jason.
Hello.
And I'm Mike. If you don't know who I am, I'm the smelly one of the two.
In a good way.
Yeah, like roses.
Yeah.
We have a very special episode this week, Jason. Later on in this episode, we are going to have the definitive interview of the host of the Coached by Tara podcast herself.
One of my favorite podcasts.
One of my favorite podcasts that I'm on. Probably my favorite podcast I'm on.
Oh. Oh.
My lovely girlfriend, Tara. We're going to interview her based on questions you guys asked, and we're going to put her in the 13-question hot seat. Because I've heard some rumblings. I've heard some rumblings around the community. Tara, fake Kingdom Hearts fan.
Wow.
We're going to find out.
I'm disgusted.
But before we get to that, we got a little housekeeping to do. First of all, I recently posted a video of all our Twitch clips of the last year, and it's very funny. It's on our YouTube channel. Please go check it out. A little plug for you. And we got our iTunes Apple Podcast review.
Ooh.
This one is from
I love when that happens.
our friend Energy Scott, and Scott gives us 5 stars.
Of
And
course.
the title says,
of
The
course.
Most Wholesome Podcast.
Ooh.
And here's what he says. Firstly, I've never listened to podcasts, watched anything on Twitch or YouTube, or know what Discord is. Thanks to these guys, I now do all of the above. Always been a KH fan, but was so amped for KH3 that I powered through it and didn't embrace it properly. After playing Melody of Memories, it reignited my passion for KH again, and with my wife on a podcast hype, I thought I'd find a KH1 to embrace. I stumbled across this podcast, and by luck ended up listening to it. Worth every second. Thanks to the guys, I filled that missing void of not having anyone but my brother to talk to Kingdom Hearts about. I found myself laughing loudly and awkwardly to myself throughout, especially during the ultimate tier list episodes, any mention of hate for Agrabah or Jiminy Cricket, and every time Blue Abu is drawn on Dark Road, I feel your pain. Such a fun podcast, has an amazing community, and they've changed my views on characters, worlds, and storylines, and has really got me learning more about the lore in my free time, mostly by watching videos from those I've learned about listening to these guys. The 100th episode was so inspiring to hear the power of what this community has done for people, and despite being from the UK, I'm going to try my best to support the community across all platforms when I can. Such a wholesome and diverse bunch of KH legends. Keep up the good work, Energy Scott. Thank you, Scott.
Dude, thank you, dude.
What a great review. We appreciate the fact that you hate Agrabah and Jiminy Cricket as much as we do.
Yeah.
And Blue Abu.
A wholesome review.
A wholesome review for a wholesome podcast. If you want to be like Scott and be like a fucking baller, you can review us on Apple Podcasts at any time.
Absolute KH legend.
An absolute KH legend. You can do that at any time. Or if you want to reach out to us a different way, you can send us an email at ansomreportpodcast@gmail.com like our friend Alec did. And here's what Alec says.
We have two things to read.
In one episode. I know. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
This email is titled, A New Fan is Seeking the Darkness.
Oh, no.
Hello there, Mike and Jason. I discovered the podcast about very late November, and I've been quickly catching up. I listen to you guys every day in my welding class. I usually go by Rattlesnake24770, or you know my real name. You can say it if you want, Alec, but it's whatever. I just wanted to say that this is my favorite podcast of all time, not just Kingdom Hearts podcast.
Oh, damn.
I'll join the Discord when I catch up on the podcast. I'm on episode 85. By the way, every time you both talk shit about Ventus, no matter how valid, I feel personally attacked. He also goes on to say, if you guys wouldn't mind, I wanted to answer a question of the week that I missed. That question is, how would you incorporate Final Fantasy 15 into KH4? Well, me and my friends nonstop talked about that when the first few KH3 trailers dropped.
Okay.
My personal favorite way, even though it makes no sense, is that Noct and crew are trying to get Royal Arms and they stumble upon Sora before they enter the cave. Noct realizes Sora can make the Keyblade disappear and reappear in command like Noct can with his weapons. Eventually, when they find the Royal Arms, it's a Keyblade, and Sora touches it, and it turns into a keychain, and he gets to wield it. Then, they fight a boss or something. Then Core tells them that the first king or Arden helped make the keychains for Keyblade wielders. Didn't always have to carry it around. I know it doesn't make sense.
I can literally see it.
Yeah, I can see it too. Alec or Rattlesnake, thank you for the email. If you want to be an absolute five-head like Alec, you can email us at theansereportpodcast@gmail.com, and we will read your email on the air. Or you can review us on Apple Podcasts, like I said earlier, like our good friend Scott did. So
yes,
thank you to both of you. We appreciate the support, and it when we get to read emails and reviews like that, it just makes the podcast that much better for us.
Yeah.
It's just like
not only in like this looks good on our podcast for reviews, for stats, stuff like that.
It just
but
makes
also
our day.
Just feels good, man. It just feels
it
good.
Does. Now for the exact opposite of that.
Oh no. Mike, as he said that, he just slowly kind of turned his phone to the side. Horizontally.
Brand new phone game, Mr. Nomura. Download BlueStacks and grind on your computer. Make some new friends. They all have big keys. They'll all be dead by the time we reach chapter 3. Dark road, take me home to the place where I belong. Skyrim, Zenoraba, take me home. Dark road. Dark road time, ladies and gentlemen. There's a new card in Dark Road. It is the Sora and Riku card.
I like it.
It's KH3 Sora and Riku. It uses the ability Holy Raid, which has a base power of 60 and a plus 10 power of 110.
Jeez.
It's a light attack. And then their sub ability is attack plus 2 for 10 seconds with typical
That's
sub
a
ability.
juiced card.
It is. And then there's a new free battle available in Wonderlands till the 14th on Valentine's Day. And if you clear all the missions, you get the KH3 Mickey card. Enemies in this free battle are vulnerable to light. And KH3 Mickey has an ability called Storm Dance, which does 20 base power and 50 plus 10 power. I've already completed this mission. It is not hard. You get the Mickey card pretty easily.
Kind of weak.
He's a little weak, but all those free cards they give you are. He's still in my party, though. He's still strong enough to be in my party. I will say I have not beaten level 100 on the tower yet.
Oh,
and
no.
I only have like four days left or something like that. I don't know if I'm going to.
So you'll have like a day left when they hear this.
Yes,
because
it
everyone
really depends.
will listen to it on the day it comes out.
It really depends on how these polls go today. So, because I've been grinding so hard, I do have enough jewels for 3 polls. But I will say, Dark Road has stopped giving me free 3,000 jewels a week. They've stopped for now. Hopefully they bring it back, but that's going to make doing jewel polls tough, I think. Unless they give us a bunch of events that give you jewels. Because,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to keep doing it as long as I can. I'm not going to fucking spend money to do it.
Also, I just want to say, if you want to talk about consistency, we know a thing or two about it in 103 episodes.
True.
But we don't even hold a candle to the legend that is Come Guardian 69.
Dude, I was going to bring him up. I'm glad you said
Insider.
that. I'm glad you
He
said that.
comments on every single article we've ever pulled up
Yeah, because I always
for
pull up,
this game.
I always pull up KH Insider for the Dark Road news just so I have it, because it's like sometimes it's confusing in the app,
Yeah.
and and Come Guardian 69, CUM Guardian 69
Is the only
always
comment
leaving comments on every
time.
news article, and this one says, "Oh my OMFG, this is such an epic card. I can't wait to
Epic.
pull and draw this plus 10 tomorrow. Thank you, Square Enix." Shout outs to Come Guardian 69. Please come be a fan of the podcast.
Like, it's so funny. It's literally spelled Come Guardian 69, and just always like, I love this card. Thank you, Square Enix. Like as if
Square Enix is reading that going, "You're welcome, Come Guardian."
Shout outs to you.
Shout outs to Come Guardian 69.
But us,
Anyway,
we will shout you out.
yeah, we always will Come Guardian. Here we go. 3 pulls, folks. Oh boy, that is terrible. So I got 9 cards that are just going to be rainbow points.
Can I say, as we've been going through and like, pulling every week, a couple months ago, you would pull and you'd have like just this kind of shimmer around you, of your energy, like your
it's gone down.
vibes. And I would just watch it die.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just dead to start. You
Yeah,
don't
it's
even
dead to
blink. You don't even blink. You just go, okay, yeah.
I got Key Scene 1, which is Ars Arcanum, which I already have, so it's +1, and then everything else is fucking rainbow points. So the next one
is Blue Boo.
There was no Blue Boo there though.
But the next one is Blue Boo.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. Is it Blue Boo?
Yes.
No Blue Boo, but holy shit. 1 card and it's Ariel, so she's +9 now, that's kind of pog.
Dude, can't wait for you to pull Ariel, and then now it means nothing.
Well, she
in
gets
2 turns. Yeah.
I will say I pulled an Alice, and Alice gives me 10 rainbow shot points now when I pull her. So she's gone from
slowly making up for the griefing.
She's gone from being absolutely useless to being it's kind of pog when Alice shows up. All right, last pull. This has been terrible.
Yeah. Can we get something?
I might quit the game. Okay.
Mike blinks multiple times in rapid succession.
So I got 2 Pete's, which that powers up Dark Fire Raid.
Okay.
I got Genie Jafar, which doesn't do anything because he just takes 50 HP and gives it to you no matter what. I got 7 cards that are be rainbow points, including Tinkerbell, who gives me 5. Oh, she only gives you 1 more? Ugh.
That's disgusting.
So, maybe the worst set of pulls that have ever happened on...
And we did 3.
And we did 3. I got +1 strength, +2 magic. How many rainbow points does a boy got? That's the question.
Dude, you already know.
I have 300.
You spent money on the game, and now your RNG is doomed for you to have to spend more money.
You're right.
It's just how it works.
You're right, dude.
They're like, how much of a whale is this dude?
Well, what they're going to find out is I am not a whale at all.
The 2 fucking developers of the game
I'm not a whale.
are like, please.
I could get Cloud.
You spent like $15. Please, we need more.
I could finally get Cloud. I'm saving my points. This was awful.
The Union Cross devs get $15 a week from all of these people, and you can't give us $15 for a Blue Boo.
I'm just upset. I'm just
look at this monkey. He's so cute. You telling me you don't want him on your starting lineup in Dark Road? His move is so cool. He just hits him. But he's cute when he hits him.
I'm so fucking upset.
Shout outs to Blue Boo and shout outs to Come Guardian 69 and shout outs to KHinsider.com.
It's a good website. I preferred KH13 though.
I'd prefer if you be quiet. Well, I'm shouting out.
Okay.
KHinsider.com.
New question of the week. Question of the week. I don't know what that song was.
No, stop that. That's cursed. You have to say it the right way right now.
Question of the week.
Thank you.
Question of the week this week is from Jason.
What?
And it says, what is a part of a KH game that you always forget exists, but then you get to it and you're like, oh shit, it's about to be lit.
I forgot I said that,
Yes.
but that's a great question. 10
Great
out of 10 question. Probably the best question we ever had on the
JK
podcast.
over here. First up is Orpheus Joshua from the aforementioned KH13.com. Also, very pog gamer, the first gamer in America, in the West, to platinum trophy Ys 9.
A true gamer.
A true gamer. Just want to shout him out for that. But he just says Atlantica KH2. That's his answer.
Wow.
Yeah, really good stuff, OJ. Wrath of Rebellion on Twitch says, when I first get into Pride Lands and I forget that I can't use my drive forms.
Oh.
Lit!
Lit.
I feel like a lot of people answer your question like in the opposite way you
the most
intended.
grief way possible.
They're just like, yeah, this is shitty stuff that I forget about. Phil Games says, I think I've delved a little too deep into the Kate story for that to happen to me anymore, LOL. And if you're talking more about gameplay, then I don't know because I haven't actually got around to playing all the games yet. All right, Phil.
All right, dude.
This question of the week is going really well so far.
Yeah, dude.
You guys are doing great.
Yeah, dude.
Shug says, if lit can be a bad thing, then probably the racer bikes in KH2 Space Paranoids, especially on Critical. Those things always kick my ass.
Guys.
Why is everybody being so negative?
Guys. Wait, okay. We like Kingdom Hearts, right?
Oh my
Right?
God. Alx assembled alternative, which, by the way, before I move on, Alx, absolutely juiced artist, made basically a movie poster for the Kingdom Hearts randomizers that I've been doing with Tatsu and Shibuya Gato and Tyler and Yam. And it's, go on Twitter and I retweeted it. Find it. It's fucking juiced. It's so funny. I love it. But Alx says, the Lich segment in KH3. I really like the atmosphere the game sets with the music, especially after everyone dies. But we hate that fucking heart-eating, teleporting ass, lock-on punishing, magic shitting, heartless sending bastard of an enemy. He started off positive and then it...
I mean, yeah. That's acceptable.
Kyrie's bro says, the part in KH2 where Goofy gets hooked by a rock and you team up with all the Final Fantasy characters leading to the 1,000 Heartless battle. I always forget, but it's always lit AF.
Hell yeah, dude. Because you can kind of forget about what happens right after because you're like, oh, fuck, I have to fight Demix. God dang it.
Yeah.
But then after...
Goofy dies and everything gets lit.
It's blessed afterward.
And not in a sunflower way.
Yeah.
Billy the Kid Lawrence says, forget? I don't forget things. What is this, Castle Oblivion? Oh shit, I just remembered this one part I forgot about in KH1, where you fight the Sand Guardian Tiger Head at the Cave of Wonders in Agrabah. I always forget about that fight until it happens, and I get a big smile on my face. They didn't have to go so hard on the Disney Charm in KH1, but they did. They did that for us. Wait, what are you asking for again? I forgot. I started laughing while reading that because we just did a run to help get trophies in KH1.
Yeah, we're going for the platinum
where
on stream.
We did the trophies where you have to beat it in under 15 hours. You can't equip any armor, and you can't continue if you lose.
You can't even change your Keyblade. So
and
fucked up.
Jason fought the Tiger Head for so goddamn long.
Compared to everything up to that point, yes.
Yes, it was so goddamn long. DP Grant says, almost every time I play KH2, I forget that there's a song in Atlantica after you beat Ursula. It's really good and gives Donald his own couple lines to showcase his beautiful voice. Some Let's Player pointed out that it sounds like Veronica, I Thank You song from Billy Madison, and I can't unhear that.
I don't even remember how that goes.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember that part in Billy Madison, but I'm gonna trust you, DP Grant. Zombie Man 42 says, I always forget flow motion is a thing in KH3. Not me, dude.
Not me.
Not me when I'm speed running. Zarek Zool says, Goofy's death scene and how absolutely livid everyone gets about it. Mostly because it's easy to forget he died since he didn't actually and just continues in the series just fine. It doesn't Mickey Mouse go, they'll pay for this.
Yeah.
He like throws his cloak off. They'll pay for this, huh? like he's gonna fucking murder everybody.
They're not gonna like it when I do this again, but with this layer of clothes.
I'm gonna lose my shirt over this. Sirius Black says, for me, it's probably KH2 Final Form. It's the only form that happens randomly, I think.
Yeah.
Every time I play KH2 and I get Final Form, it's completely unexpected, and it's usually at the perfect time.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. That's kind of similar to mine.
Spoilers.
Yeah, dude.
Early
spoilers.
Early podcast spoilers. Jip214 says, I literally never use summons ever. I'm always struggling with a boss fight, and I look up a guide, and they tell me to use a specific summon, and I think, wait, people use these? This has happened like 7 times in my playthrough of every game on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah, dude, the summons are good. What the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know, Jip. It's kind of
There's like a screen where it's like,
Kinda-
boom, you got this summon.
kind of Jip champ, honestly. Energy Scott says, first post hi. And
What up, Energy Scott?
Thank you for the review earlier. And he says, I forget in KH1 when you fight the behemoth and you're like, shit, these things are usually hard in FF games. And then you jump on its back and it's mash it pretty quickly. But
On
for a
its cute
split
little
second,
back.
it's lit.
Yeah, that's
True.
true. That's true.
True.
Like, I look back on that fondly, but have after the very CBT run
Yes.
recently, I'm not so much a fan.
No. It was pretty rough. Kirsten Ford says, shot locks, dude. Like, I always forget about them, and then I'm trying to take out some small fry or I'm fighting a boss. And I'm like, oh, hey, you know what would be dope? An OP move that could take out a ton of Heartless / drain this dude's HP real fast. Oh, wait.
Dude, what's so funny is, like, I've played through BBS on Crit, and I don't remember that shotlock is a thing in that game until
Yep.
like the very end where you kind of need it.
Yep. Definitely.
To me, I'm way more likely to just shotlock somebody off of just pure muscle memory in KH3
Yeah.
than I am in BBS.
Yeah, when in doubt in KH3, I just hold the button.
Yeah.
Sean, Sour Cream Sean. I forgot his name. He's a sack of sour cream. Says, I've never once used a summon intentionally in a Kingdom Hearts game. During the armored Xehanort fight in 3, I accidentally used Wreck-It Ralph a few times, leading to my death, but I never intentionally used them. I'm always surprised when I see somebody else do it, like, oh fuck, I forgot Simba was in KH3.
And he's juiced.
He's juiced as shit.
Put some respect on him. He'll just clear the whole screen.
Get Roxel has last week's answer and this week's answer.
Okay.
For last week's answer, he says, KH3 cinematic because Skrillex showed a part of it during his set at Hijinks Festival. Special moment for me.
Ooh.
He's one of my favorites. And then this week, for me, it's the Colosseums. They're great endgame content. A lot of times in games, you get all buff at the end of the story, but you don't feel like fighting a lot of shit anymore because you gain nothing from it. Colosseums gave you a chance to cheese on enemies after you spent all the time leveling up in the main game. And the bonus for completing are usually pretty cool boss fights and some more fun cutscenes. Everyone's favorite things in KH. That's what I appreciate about it. Good answer.
Dude, good answer. Also, dude, I just thought about that opening and I just got goosebumps again.
Good opening.
It's so good.
It's objectively the best one.
It's so good.
Objectively the best one. SBCat says, the part I always forget but then end up getting super hyped for has got to be the parts leading up to the 1,000 Heartless battle in KH2. I remember the battle, obviously, but I always forget running up and getting help from the Final Fantasy characters. Maybe because when I first played KH2, I'd never played FF, but even now I'm still like, it's on, baby. Oh, he said, oh, it's on, baby. And it's even better because I know these characters now and how they are. True. If you've never played Final Fantasy before that, you get a different feel
Yeah,
for those characters.
I agree.
Swarles Barkley says, I totally forget about the summons and links. Replayed through all the games before Mom. They can be lit. Also, since the last few questions of the week have been my first, I wanted to answer one from probably 85 years ago, but I really think it'd be cool for them to add a Percy Jackson book series. A world for them to add that would be cool would be a Percy Jackson book series. See how Sora in the game react to another world with Greek mythology? I think it'd be an awesome world. Thank you, Swirls. Aqua's stepbro.
What up, Aqua's stepbro?
What are you doing, stepbro? Recently replaying the middle part of KH2, I forgot how absolutely big-brained Goofy is. He's always coming correct, asking the right questions,
never forget,
and
dude.
furthering the plot. While Sora and Donald play a lot of grab-ass, Mickey's a bit of a cuck, too.
Yeah.
The gang disobeys direct orders from the king shortly before the Demyx fight. I guess his jurisdiction doesn't apply outside of Disney Castle. Lastly, I'd forgotten how much time and energy is spent towards the Cloud vs. Sephiroth arc. Strange how they invested so much time only for them to disappear and not be heard of since. Where are they? Quadratum? That may not have been the original idea, but I think that'd be a retcon. A good retcon. Nice. It would retcon nicely. I can't read today. Thank you, Aqua Step Bro. And then finally, Zelda Strife says, when Riku can be in your party in KH2, as soon as he's available, I nope Donald right the F out of my party, and then it's just smooth sailing from there. He's a better healer than Donald will ever be. His limit attack with Sora is lit, and then you unlock final form, and it's just killing nobodies like it's your job.
You're gonna lose it all!
Yeah. You're gonna lose it all! Beautiful. Thank you, everybody, for answering that question. Jason, do you have a good answer for this?
Dude, mine because, I grew up with just regular ass KH2. When I'm playing through, because every time I get to the world that never was, you go through the whole part with Axel and everything, and then you come out, and then you're in the alley, and then shut the fuck up. Let me see this.
HFD Space Junk just posted an amazing meme of the Cat in the Hat, Mike Myers' Cat in the Hat, holding the bat behind Beans. And it says Mike on the ARP, and then Beans is unsuspecting famous person.
God damn it.
I'm sorry to interrupt your answer. I just saw it and I fucking lost my mind.
Yeah, understandably.
I had to show you immediately.
Understandably. Oh my god.
Anyway, yeah, Axel or whatever.
No, that's not the answer. Like, when I think of the beginning of the world that never was, I just think of farming wisdom form in Against the Shadows. And also just your levels. You just get really low health with the Gull Wing and shit.
Right.
And it's really fast. But then I go to the next room, and then all of a sudden I'm fighting Roxas.
Right.
And every time I forget, and every time I'm fucking hype.
Yeah. That Roxas fight is pretty poggers.
Because for those who don't know, in original KH2, not Final Mix, it wasn't in the game.
Didn't exist.
And that's why it's my answer for the question of the week.
I don't know that I have a good answer for this. I feel like I remember most things.
Yeah, we play the shit out of it.
Right.
But I was like thinking about it before we were doing all this all the time.
Like, I was thinking about, we just played through KH1. There was anything I was like, oh yeah, I didn't remember this. Like, when we were playing, because I mean, we skipped a bunch, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, we literally just bum rushed the entire story.
Right.
And we also skipped every cutscene.
Right.
Pretty much.
I guess I forget how much of an asshole Ansem is.
Yeah.
He kind of just loops the same fucking dog shit.
Yeah, his fight is very... He's got like 3 attacks in each fight.
Yeah, and he just
and that's pretty much it. Yeah.
And then when he gets his DM going, that's when he's really dog shit, because you can't do anything to him when he does it.
Or he'll have like... he has like 4 or 5 moves, like, and 2 of them make it so you can't damage.
Well, I'd really forgotten about that when Tara and I played through the game, because we played through KH1 first, and she was struggling with him like anybody would. And then she was like, "Hey, you do it." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat this guy's ass." And then he proceeded to whoop my ass for the next hour on beginner.
Yeah.
Just because I was just like, "What the fuck? When do I hit this guy?" He's like, "Submit, submit, submit," and I keep submitting. So yeah, I forget how much an asshole Ansem is. I guess that's my answer. Anyway, that was the question of the week this week. Jason, last week you came up with a question of the week. Do you have any good ideas for this week?
Oh wow, I'm pulling double duty, huh? Okay.
Actually, no, I have a good one.
What if I just what's a part in a KH game where you get to it and you go, "Oh, fuck this shit."
And then everybody says nice things?
Yeah.
No, I got a good one. It actually is related to what I was just talking about.
Okay.
Zarek Zool says, "What is your most hated boss in all the Kingdom Hearts games and why?" Not that Ansem's my most hated boss, but he's definitely frustrating. So we want to hear which boss that you hate the most, whether it's an aesthetic thing, or it's a gameplay thing, or it's none of the above, and
just the principle.
You're just like, hey, you know what? Vexen just kind of looks like a pedophile, dude. So I don't like him.
It's just the principle of
that's
it.
That's fine.
Dude.
So that's the question of the week next week.
I don't like people who read books. Zexian.
Yeah.
True.
Absolutely true. So we're gonna take a short break, and when we come back, it's gonna be the moment you've been waiting for. The official, exclusive interview with the host of the Coached by Tara podcast and the love of my life, Tara. I hope you will please be excited. We'll be right back.
Don't fucking go nowhere.
Welcome back to the Ansem Report podcast. Ah! I don't know why I did that. I had a lot of energy.
It echoed and reverberated around the room.
Yeah, that's gonna really be terrible on the actual audio.
I could literally
recording. You're
see
welcome.
the sound waves.
Anyway, hi, we're back, and as always, I'm here with Jason. But we have a very special guest. You might know her as the backbone of the Super SpikeGhetti Bros charity live stream that we did back in May.
True.
You might know her as
And the brains.
the brains, then the backbone. You might know her as the host of the Coached by Tara or CBT podcast. You also might know her as a Breath of the Wild fiend and a true pro gamer. But I know her as the love of my life. Tara, welcome to the Ansem Report podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Not your first time on.
No.
But
Like fourth? Third? Second?
third or fourth? I don't know, something like that.
First time ever,
Yeah, first
guys.
time.
You guys
First
are hearing
time.
it for the first time.
First time ever. Tara, we reached out to our Discord to say, hey, we put our little fingies together and we said, kind of a weird one, guys, but could maybe see if you have any questions for Tara in your mind. And we got some. We got some questions, and you're
I
gonna answer
see.
them. And then we're putting you on the Xehanort 13 questions
I
real
know.
organization hot
That's
seat.
what, like, I'm really scared about that one.
You're scared of the hot seat?
Yeah, I'm scared of the hot seat.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that.
Well, doesn't matter. He's saying.
It's
Yep,
rapid
doesn't-
fire, so
I know. I listened to his.
it's kind of like a roller coaster. Once you're on it, you kind of just got to ride it all the way to
Or
the end.
you just jump off and die.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
but hopefully you don't do that.
unscrew the bolt, and then you just...
Just fly off.
Actually, there's a button I
Into
can
the
press that
sunset.
springs you out of the hot seat into the air.
Okay, nice. No parachute.
Through the
Boing,
ceiling.
boing, yeah, through the ceiling, just gone. I did that to Nomura once. Man, I hope I don't have to do that today because the fucking
We had to test
drywall.
it.
I was
Yeah.
going to say.
Actually, that's actually what happened in Jason's room. is
the
we had chair in
renovation.
there.
Yeah.
That's why the drywall's all fucked up in the ceiling because Nomura flew
That makes
out of it head
sense.
first.
Yeah.
Anyway, the first question is from Alex. Sweet boy Alex. And he says, holy shit, interviews within interviews. How did you get into Kingdom Hearts?
How did I get into Kingdom Hearts? I think that question, I mean, it's not fairly obvious, but
It's pretty fucking obvious, Alex.
Alex, kind of a dumb question.
no, that's not what I'm saying. But like, I got into KH because you were always playing it and you had the podcast. I mean, I think it was something that we discussed before I was living in Florida. I mean, it was something that I knew had an impact on your life.
Yep.
But there were no games like out recent. Like
Right, KH3 hadn't
right,
been out yet,
KH3 hadn't been out yet. So I think how I got into it was because of that Disney Springs thing.
Yep.
The what is it called? The preview.
The
Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts
Hearts
3
experience.
preview. Yes. So that was the first time I ever even picked up a controller to play that game.
Yep.
Was at the experience thing. So that's how I got into it, really. And then you started the podcast, like Mike and Jason started the podcast like that month.
Yep.
That same month.
Mhm.
And I started listening to it and I realized I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
I just was like listening to like about the experience. Like I would listen to you guys talk about Mike's experience at the Kingdom Hearts 3 preview experience thing. And then I realized I don't know shit about this game.
Right.
I don't know shit about shit.
So then you and I started playing it together.
Yeah, but that was actually only it was January 2020.
Yes.
So that was a full like year later that I started really getting into it, if that was the question.
Yeah, that was absolutely the question, and you nailed it. Alex, kind of a dumb
Even though
question.
it
No.
was so fucking stupid, dude. Look at yourself.
Yeah, come on, Alex. Get your shit together. Orpheus Joshua with another dumb question. He says, does Mike have an Ansem kink?
Sometimes I let him wear the wig. Let's just say that.
That's absolutely not true.
I know.
I
True.
tried to let me wear the wig. It's not true.
So yes.
So yes.
So yes.
That's why it's a dumb question. It's clear I do. Shugs asked, what was it like working at Disney And did you ever go into the restricted section under It's a Small World to find the frozen head of Walt?
No to the second part of that because I didn't work in the Magic Kingdom.
Otherwise, she would have.
Otherwise, 100% I would have gone looking because I needed to find that. But what was it like working at Disney as a whole? It was something. Like I loved
Get fucked, Walt.
No, like
my
I
God.
love Disney and I love Disney World, obviously, but working there was hard. I mean, it was an internship, so I worked all hours, all the time. Especially at the end, I was there like from August to like January, so I was in all the major holidays, and that was really hard, like being away from my family. And then just the sheer amount of hours worked at the end, like I worked like 50-60 hour work weeks at the end, and that was kind of
It was the holiday
rough.
season, yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't like all bad. Like I think like when I was there, it was harder. But looking back on it now, I'm like, actually, it was really cool. Like,
Well, you got to basically go, as long as it wasn't like a high volume day, you just got to go to the parks for free whenever you wanted.
right, exactly. And this experience, I wouldn't trade for anything because I made so many new friends from all over the world. And I could go to the parks literally whenever I wanted. Like, I would just be like, hey, so, do you want to have
Basically-
dinner at Animal Kingdom tonight? Sure, let's go.
Basically,
like,
anytime you had time off, you would text me, be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to Animal Kingdom today. Okay, yeah, I'm going to Magic Kingdom
Yeah.
today. And I'd be like, I
"Hmm."
want to go.
Yeah. So that was like the coolest part for sure. Like I wish that it was always that easy to
Right.
go because I definitely tried to take advantage of that as much as I could because I knew that
When would you ever have an
I would
opportunity
never
like that?
have that again. I think I remember like going through because like you had your own pass to get in. Like you didn't like go and get a ticket or whatever, but you could track where you went with your pass like on their. It was basically like an employee like website base where you could find everything you needed, like including your schedule and like all
Right.
this other stuff.
Hmm.
But you could track your pass to see like where you were scanned into. And I think I used like $5,000 or plus. Like I added up like the average cost of a ticket.
Wow.
And I did like $5,000 plus in the time that I was there. If I were going like as a regular person.
That's nuts.
I feel like that's low.
Well, it's $100, like $100.
Well, no, I feel like you went more than $5,000.
I know. I mean, I don't know.
My memory, but
But I did spend a lot of time, like, because I mean, even if I wasn't at the parks, I would spend a ton of time at Disney Springs, which is like the downtown Disney area. That doesn't include, like, you don't scan into that.
right. It's just like a shopping center.
And then just
Yeah.
like living in my community, because I'm sure a lot of people don't know, but with the Disney College program, you live in Disney housing, so it's like all people from everyone that works
working
at
Disney, yeah.
everyone's doing the same program as you. So I was always immersed in it. Like it's weird because I think back to that time and I literally went off property, like only to like see family members if they were staying in property off of like Disney hotel property. Or there was one single time I went into downtown Orlando.
And you were there like 6 months.
And I was there for 6 months.
That's
And
crazy.
otherwise, I mean, I went to Universal twice, I guess, too.
Yeah. But Disney's like its own like
It's literally
town,
like its own
city.
bubble.
Yeah.
Like
you don't need
It's got
to.
everything in that.
It- everything I
Except
ever
Pepsi. It doesn't have any Pepsi.
it doesn't have fucking Pepsi.
They have a contract with Coke. Even like Speedway gas stations on Disney properties
Speedways,
do not have Pepsi.
Like everyone has
it's
Coke.
only Coke.
Okay, but what about Mountain Dew?
No, dude, no Pepsi,
products.
Okay, but what about 7-Up?
I don't know.
I don't know which one. Who owns
I
7-Up?
think 7-Up's
No,
an
7-Up's
independent.
its own.
Yeah, I think 7-Up and
So possibly they might have 7-Up.
I don't think so because I think they just had.
Okay,
a
what
contract
about
with Coke.
Sprite?
Yes, they had
Sprite for
Sprite is
sure.
Coke.
Okay, so like I could get a cranberry Sprite.
Yeah.
I've never had a cranberry Sprite.
Like, what the
I just
They're
want to
fucking
find cranberry Sprite.
They're seasonal. Cranberry Sprites are
Oh.
seasonal.
Moving on.
No, yeah, I was gonna say like
Oh.
as a whole though, like I really did like it, but it was just hard. It was an internship. It was a job, so it was hard, but
Wouldn't change it, right?
wouldn't change it. No. In fact, I would probably go back. But
Tara just like gets up and walks
Internship
out.
2.
bye. Goodbye.
Just walks to Disney.
I could talk forever about that.
I know you
time, so
I know you could.
Mhm.
DJ Korn has 3 questions for you.
Okay.
First one, can you comment on the divinity of Jason's feet?
No comment.
No comment. 2, if you had one day to live, what food/snacks would you eat?
Shit. Oh, I should have really studied this question because I have a lot of food that I like.
Just whatever comes to your mind. Just throw it out there.
Food is good.
For
Sprite cranberry.
yes, fucking Sprite.
Wait, is it cranberry Sprite or Sprite cranberry?
I think it's Sprite Cranberry. I think they always put the name brand first.
Mm.
I think just like cheese as a whole.
Just
But
a lot of
wait,
cheese.
wild cherry Pepsi. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
It breaks the naming convention.
Yeah, but
And
that's
Baja
Pepsi.
Blast.
That's Pepsi.
Ooh, yeah, see, nacho
I-
cheese.
I
Mountain
actually have
Dew
heard it
Baja
back.
Blast.
I have heard it both ways though.
My
I'm derailing it.
My favorite Ansem Report podcast is the one where Jason talked about soda naming conventions for a
And ruined-
long time.
And ruined Tara's interview.
Anyway, what would you eat one day to live?
One day to. Oh. But it says food/snacks.
Yes.
If I had one day to live. Okay, let's
Okay,
think about the whole morning. Morning time, breakfast.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Breakfast. We'll start with breakfast, right? I would do some waffles
Okay.
Ooh.
with lots of fruit on it
Okay.
and lots of syrup.
Okay. Good start. Just waffles?
You wake
No,
up and
and
you
like-
just slam a screwdriver
Yeah, that too.
with bacon in it.
I would have some eggs Benedict.
one thing of
too.
bacon. No, not mixed.
Waffle and eggs Benedict. Jason doesn't like eggs Benedict.
No,
What? I
He
just
doesn't
saw.
like hollandaise.
no.
I love hollandaise.
I like eggs every other way.
I'm trying to think of the nastiest way an egg is. And I can't think of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Raw.
right. Just
Raw. You would. You
honestly not that bad.
I
I'd
was gonna-
rather have a raw egg
I was
than,
gonna say we did that on
than
the live
eggs
stream.
Benedict.
Jesus Christ.
That's not a joke either.
Lunch. What would I have for lunch?
I feel like you're a big sandwich fan.
I'm like a really big sandwich fan.
So what would be like the sandwich? The last sandwich you ever eat?
Maybe like either like something like a French dip
Oh.
or like a turkey avocado bacon club.
Oh, that's really good
Okay.
too.
A
That's really good.
California sandwich.
Yeah,
if you will.
California style, if you will. And then dinner for sure would be steak.
Ooh,
A good fillet.
A good fillet.
filet mignon.
Maybe some potatoes or potato skins. I've been really into potato skins lately. Like I don't know
Okay.
what the deal is.
No, they're really good. There's
yeah.
no deal there. They're good.
Yeah, potatoes.
And
are
a
just
good salad, a really good salad with like the best ranch ever.
Okay.
That's my whole day, my whole last day. Snacks, probably Taco Bell as a whole. It's not a snack, but I would eat that on my last
Right,
day alive.
it's your last day. Like, what the fuck?
He said Baja Blast earlier, and I was like,
Exactly.
I
You're
can't
not gonna
live my
have a-
last day without Baja Blast.
You're not gonna have a Mountain Dew Baja Blast on your last day alive, dude.
I
Fuck.
would.
You
And then-
wouldn't?
I said I would.
Oh my god!
And then
I thought
finally
you said I
from
wouldn't.
Korn, if you could go on an all expenses paid trip for a week, where would you go? Can't be Disney.
Oh no.
No, I for sure. If it was all expenses paid, I probably wouldn't choose Disney just because I know I can. It's expensive, but I know I could do it. I could swing that, you know.
Yeah.
And I know people that work there, so hopefully
Well,
they would help me.
That's good because you cannot answer
I know,
Disney,
I know
so
that.
Stop talking about Disney.
I would do like a week long. Does it say for a week, or does it just say all expense paid trip
For a
total?
week, yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think I would do like a week long in Europe,
Mm.
like all around there. I've always wanted to go to Italy and Greece. Always wanted to do like Paris and London and lots of cities and different places. So I
A
would just
different city every day.
Oh yeah, you could easily do
you could
that.
easily do that. Yeah. So I would do that.
I never understood how small Europe was
Yeah, it's very small.
until I was like watching this vlog, and this dude is in Spain, and they're like, "Yeah, we were gonna drive like 2 hours to go to this beach in France, but
Mhm.
we didn't want to drive that long." I was like,
Right.
2 hours to just go from Spain to France? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Drive 2 hours, you're still in Michigan.
Right.
Right. Jesus, we're stuck here.
Yeah. We're
No,
trapped.
but yeah, I would for sure do that. Like I've always wanted to do that. I want to do that in the future. Obviously, we can't do that with COVID, but that was actually something I had kind of planned with my family before pre-COVID, but it's not obviously not happening anytime soon. So
Hopefully
Soon.
you get to do that soon.
Soon.
yes.
Billy the Kid Lawrence
I think
asks-
Corn was offering to pay for that.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think so.
thanks,
I think
Corn.
she was. Yeah, thank you, Corn. Wow.
I was reading in between the lines.
Billy
I'm
the
pretty
Kid
good at
Lawrence
that.
says, "What are 5 positive things that make Stitch absolutely everyone's favorite Disney character? No bringing up the negatives."
This is my favorite question.
What the fuck?
This is my
He did this to
favorite.
both of us. He asked me to say 5 nice things about HMK, and then he made Jason say 5 nice things about Joshua
See,
from The World Ends With You.
And Mike got off the easiest because he doesn't actually hate HMK. I hate He Who Should Not Be Named. And she hates Stitch for some reason.
I just hate
I think
him.
you've warmed up to Stitch a little bit.
No, I hate him.
She
I think
has.
she has.
We would say
Hey,
Stitch.
5
She would
positive
immediately
things.
frown. Now she doesn't. Forced frown.
5 positive things. He's blue.
That's
Okay.
good.
Blue's
All
a
right.
good color.
Pretty good color.
That's a good color, dude.
He's in a good movie.
Okay, fair. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
you,
God.
got 3 more, dude.
Yeah, this is not good.
Do you,
was a-
do you
I
like
thought she
it
had
when he
some
dresses up as Elvis and plays the ukulele?
No, she doesn't like the face she made was like, no, not a fan of that.
Do you,
Um,
do you like how he talks?
no. Even though Mike talks like that like all the time.
Do you like his like 3 little Ninja Turtle ass fingers?
Mm-mm.
Do you like that he's strong as fuck and can pick up a whole bus with one hand?
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Okay, 3.
I never use him as like a thing on the games, but don't you use Stitch in the game in Kingdom Hearts 3?
He's kind of useless in Cage.
Oh crap.
Cage 2 is good.
Cage 2, yeah, he's good at Cage 2,
I like him
yeah.
in Cage 2. Okay, last one.
Okay. But when he hula dances though,
It's fine, I guess.
No, that's not
That's
not
not-
fine.
no.
Doesn't count.
she rolled her eyes at
Yeah,
me,
she
dude.
rolled her eyes. She was trying to get out of the question.
It's
about-
everyone's favorite emote, so that's pretty cool, I guess.
DJ Stitch?
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of people's favorite.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
5 things.
That was tougher than I thought it was going to be.
I
for
don't
you.
have a lot.
Tara really doesn't like Stitch.
Just not my fave.
Kind of weird.
Just not my
Number
fave.
6, she loves when Stitch spits on
I
people.
I hate it.
Pokemon Trainer J says,
Okay, wait. But when he puts his finger on the record player and opens his mouth and the music starts playing, that shit is fire.
Okay, that is kind of funny.
That's true. Pokemon Trainer J says, what's the most annoying thing that Mike does?
Oh no.
Let's see
Pokemon Trainer J
here.
really trying to mess things up for me right now.
I'm trying to think. Out of the long list. I'm just kidding.
Name 5 positive things about Mike.
Right.
No mentioning the negatives. He likes blue.
He's wearing a blue shirt.
I am.
True.
All right, what's something annoying I do? I feel like we're on the newlywed game suddenly.
I know. I'm like on the hot seat.
What would your partner say is something annoying that you do? And I'm gonna write down something and show it, and then you're gonna be like, no.
I feel like you talked about it in your interview,
you
but kind of
breathe.
like how like it's not always bad, obviously, but your humor is taking things to the next level, like constantly.
Oh no.
But it's like when you do that, when I'm like so clearly annoyed, like that is the most annoying. Is when I'm annoyed when you do that.
But that's funny.
That's the Achilles
No.
heel of men in our family.
It is like 100% because, and he knows it too. Like that's the problem.
That's the problem.
That's the annoying
Achilles
part.
knows that his heel is
Yes.
his weak
yeah,
point.
my mom should have dunked me in the river Styx full body, not hold me by
Yeah.
the fucking Achilles heel.
Yeah.
So I'm just. It's never like it's not all the time because sometimes we like laugh for like forever on the same fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's when I'm like already
like I'm
mad
being
about
scolded.
something. No, I'm saying
How
like,
fucking dare you, dude?
yeah, how fucking dare you do this to me?
I feel like I'm being scolded. Anyway, Jip214 says, are you actually going to name your child Isa, and what color will Isa's room be?
I don't know. Like it's so hard to know what you would name your child before you have it. I feel like
It's Isa.
it's not. I don't know.
Also,
Plus, I have a coworker whose daughter's name is Issa,
That's
and it's
stupid.
so close. Like it's the same spelling and everything.
Yeah, they're pronouncing it wrong.
Yeah,
Though.
they don't know how to speak.
So it's like I
Shout out to Tara's coworker who sucks.
No, she's the best. But
Doesn't know how to speak.
I don't know. I don't know that I would.
Probably
Mike would have
doesn't
to
like
really
Stitch.
truly convince me.
Okay, what color would the baby's room be? Also, Zombie Man asks this too, so I'm combining them. What color would the baby's room be?
I feel like I don't want to know what the baby's gender is. Like when I have babies, I don't want to know what the gender is.
No gender reveals.
Yeah, no, I can't handle gender reveals. So I think it'd be like a sage green or gray.
Sage. Alex asks, "Do you like cheating?"
I do like cheating in games.
And,
In-game,
Miss
in-game,
Pogrib
in-game.
says in game specifically, right? Lol.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Tara's just like, yeah, I'm very I like cheating.
I
on
like
Mike.
cheating.
I cheat on Mike, but I hate it when he just keeps on
Yeah.
joking.
I'm cucking my boyfriend on his own podcast.
Oh no!
Speaking of Pogrib, she asks, were you immediately on board with the ARP and eventually Twitch, or did you have to warm up to the idea?
I feel like this is a really vulnerable question. But I would have to say with it, like when they first started, I was like, do whatever you want. Like, I don't care, you know, because
Right.
you were kind of already starting it before I moved back from Florida.
Right.
But, and like when I was in Florida, Twitch was like a way for me to see you guys without being there.
Right.
Yeah.
So like that was great to me.
Yeah.
I think like when I first moved back and it was like the thing that I struggle with the most, I guess, like to be completely vulnerable is like the amount of time that is spent doing everything. And that's not to say like that is a bad thing.
Right.
It's just like something to get used to like in your normal schedule, like, or like when I try to like, I'm very much a planner. So it's hard. Like it was hard when it was just random all the time at the beginning, like when you would be streaming and like how long you'd be streaming. Like that was really hard for me to get used to, I think. And I didn't know like what Twitch like I had watched you guys on Twitch, but as a whole, like I didn't know like what kind of interactions you were having on Twitch. Like I don't want to make that sound weird, but I was just like who are these people?
Yeah.
Like, what does it
what's
mean?
going
Yeah.
on? Like
It
I
was
think
pretty weird when Jason and I would just whip out our dicks on Twitch.
Yeah.
well that's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to be real.
I know. Sorry.
And I think
because it's not necessarily like how our streaming was at the very beginning isn't necessarily reflective of what Twitch is as a whole or
Right.
anything either.
yeah, and I feel like it was hard for me to understand completely like the relationship between like us and you guys who listen and stuff and watch us and everything until I was like doing it on a more normal basis with them, because I was just like, I just don't understand why they want to do this all the time and not just like hang out with me, you know, like in that like in that not in that sense, but like
I don't.
Like it.
To be fair, we were quarantined, so we were around
Yeah.
each other all the time.
no, I'm
Yeah.
saying
So
before.
it's not like I was like going,
No, I'm
Tara,
sa-
I'm not gonna hang out with you on the stream.
No,
okay?"
I'm saying before that.
I know, but I just want to make that very clear to people because
Oh, I
it
know.
kind of sounded like you were saying,
No,
yeah,
no.
Mike would ditch me to stream, and I've never done that.
No. I'm trying to say like how like I felt like in the beginning when I was like, oh, it's just taking so much time, you know.
Right.
And no, I'm not saying you ever have intentionally ever done that. No, it was just like, oh my gosh, like they're spending so much time doing this. Like this is so different to me. But as I, was doing it more, like I did it. So to answer the question, yes, I had to warm up to the idea, and I was joining streams more before quarantine a little bit. Like I would kind of come on like once a week after getting out of work or whatever,
Mhm.
but it wasn't until like I was stuck here all the time, like getting to know like how the community works. Because
Yeah.
I think that's like what was the most like to get used to, because I was just like not understanding. And I don't know. It's a weird thing to explain, because I was so hesitant to like be like, are these people like really our friends? Or are they like, I don't know. It was just like,
Are these
it
people
was hard.
real?
Yeah. Like, is it real? Like, is it a real connection if it's just over the internet? But like now I know that it is.
Right.
So
Yeah. One, there's a lot of nuance to Twitch and memes and everything that people do with emotes and everything to like anytime now we use like a country voice, people are using the J Kona emote.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I
such
mean?
like a weird, like
Kona.
it's such a weird thing to get used to, and
Yeah.
it was just not something that I was willing to get used to at the beginning. I think that was the problem. Like, not that you guys were ever like excluding me or anything, but I wasn't willing to be like, this is how I want to spend my time. I was like, no, like I have to have separate time from this, where I still have that, but it's
Right.
just different now.
You get it more.
Yeah.
Yes, I
You're
get
on
it.
board.
I'm on board.
You're on the ship.
I think I'm fully on the ship if I'm on this podcast to answer
Yes.
these questions.
Yes, you're on the ship. Wildcat Diana says, what are your favorite franchises? I believe she means like media. Although you could say like fast food or
Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
but what are your favorite franchises? Like media franchises, sports
Um,
franchises.
Not Twilight. She hates Twilight.
I fucking hate Twilight. No, I'm just kidding. My favorite franchises. I've never really thought about this, I guess. Oh.
Especially Edward Cookin. The absolute cuck.
Favorite franchises. Like TV shows and movies and stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like Harry Pooper.
Yeah, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan.
I was
That's
hoping she'd say Harry Pooper.
no, I'm not gonna say Pooper, but I just did now, so I guess that kind of failed. But
He's going to edit it.
he's gonna
Yeah.
edit it.
I'm gonna edit so you say, yeah, Harry Pooper.
I've always loved Star Wars. I grew up watching Star Wars, so I know everyone's like
Star
really
Wars,
controversial.
Star
around
Wars
here.
is banned around here.
Yeah.
Not really. We
Just
like
for
Star
Sean.
Wars.
Yeah,
Just for Sean. Sean can't talk about Star
We
Wars.
like Star Wars around here.
TV shows.
Not The Last Jedi, though.
Yeah. Fuck the lad. We're not talking about that.
That's why it's banned.
That's why it's banned.
That's my point.
TV shows. I mean, to like kind of. I feel like my tastes always change. I should say. My changes always taste. I was gonna say. I don't know.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm watching a lot of Grey's Anatomy, mainly because I was quarantined all last week, so I had nothing better to do but watch TV literally all day and all night.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like other big franchises.
Lilo and Stitch.
We hate the ending, but we really liked How I Met Your Mother
Oh yeah, I really loved How I Met Your Mother
and The Office
and The Office
and Parks and Rec.
Parks
If we're
and
talking
Rec.
TV shows, yeah. Psych.
I feel like franchises is like so broad.
Go on,
Like I
son.
could talk
Yeah.
about a lot of different things.
Right.
You know, it's great.
Those are all good answers.
Yeah.
Diana's next question. You marathoned the Kingdom Hearts games on Twitch. What are your favorite moments from that experience?
Oh man, favorite moments. I don't know. It's so hard to pick just one, but I feel like just beating Kingdom Hearts 3, like at the end of that, like that was really cool.
That's poggers.
True.
I specifically remember you beating Roxas in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yes.
As like you were very upset at him and you were ready to give up, and then you just fucking pushed through it and you
Oh,
beat
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And that was a
good moment.
that was like your first big gamer moment.
Yeah.
in
I think
my
so
opinion.
too. I think
That
so
was
too.
that's where you get the dopamine from
Yeah.
being a gamer.
Yeah. Oh my
A
gosh.
Gamer.
I've never experienced like gamer anger more than playing Kingdom Hearts. I don't think so.
But yeah, you
Or Breath of the Wild when I like get stuck on something and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm turning it off for like a week.
there were a few fights you did that I know you're a very driven person, and so it's easy to imagine you like practicing to get good enough, but like some of those fights I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go for her, because you're used to we play games together, and when you go nope, I'm being
not
frustrated.
doing-
Here's the controller.
Yeah,
Mike.
I
Is that
always
normally
do
what
that.
you do?
Mhm.
But I was actually really proud throughout that whole run of how much you just said, you know what, I'm gonna do this. And
Yeah.
you did it.
Yeah.
And I remember that Roxas
And
fight.
on stream, it's different too.
Oh yeah, being on
'Cause there's way
stream is
more
so much
pressure.
pressure.
Yeah,
I
there's
know,
way more
I-
pressure to continue forward.
Right. I
Well,
know.
I think we
Always.
help with that a little bit because like we're just talking to the chat and people aren't as necessarily as
That's what I
focused.
was gonna say is like I can't handle and like I'm not good at taking like criticism on how I play because I don't feel like I have a way that I play.
Right.
And I can't like just like do I'm not good at like just doing a command. I just have to figure it out and like
Right.
just do it.
Yeah.
So like when it's always easier for me to like when you guys are like when everyone's talking and you tell me what people are saying rather than me paying attention.
Right. Right. That's an advantage we have streaming is that we do it together.
Yeah.
Or a lot of times the three of us. And so it makes it so you don't have to focus on like 3 different things at once. You can just focus on playing the game as opposed to looking at chat and making sure everything's running okay and making sure the game's going good. So all that. Diana also asks, are there plans to grow our union, XD?
I wish. I don't know really what to do. I'm just a person.
She's just a person.
You should head up my union. I'm just kidding.
Everybody join Tara's union. That doesn't exist.
It'd be Diana's union if she was the head of the union.
Yeah.
But I forgot. I mean, obviously, I forgot to say for the last question. Obviously, the charity stream was like a big thing. I know that wasn't a part of like my marathoning, but it was in the middle of it.
And you were a huge part of the success of that charity.
True.
I
We
can't
couldn't
wait
have
to
done
do
that
the
without
next
you.
one.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna do yet. We gotta figure it out. We gotta have a meeting.
Also, I haven't played Melody of Memory yet.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Just saying.
Oh yeah.
Because
You've been on such a Breath of the Wild kick. I haven't even suggested you play anything else.
I'm just saying.
We can play Melody of Memory. Alex asks, is it true that you are the real alpha and not Mike or Jason?
True. I'm just kidding.
True.
figured it
I
out,
got it true it, dude.
Alex went from a dumbass question to the most 5-head question. Kyrie's bro asks, Tara, how did you and Mike meet?
We met at work. I don't remember.
I was her boss, okay?
Okay, everybody get over it right now.
I was her boss, okay? It's fine.
Yeah,
Get
that's
over
right.
it.
Tara's pulling the boss. That's right.
That's right. I don't remember do you remember the first time we really first met? I feel like it would just be like at work.
I think it
Probably
was,
just randomly.
if I remember your sister saying,
yeah.
my sister got hired. And I was like, oh, really? And then you worked and I introduced myself to you at like the food counter or
I
something.
think so too. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was gonna say. Is I think the first time we met, like my sister introduced us because my sister actually worked at our job at the time too, and she's the one that like told me to apply there and stuff. And I was like a little bit older than like the age range of people that worked there.
Right.
And
For starting at least.
yeah, for
Kinda,
starting
yeah,
there,
yeah.
and she was like, "You gotta meet my boss, Mike." Like I do, my sister used to talk about like her different bosses like all the time, and like how much she loved working there.
Right.
So I was just like really excited to meet people that she had talked about like all summer because I started in the winter.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I think that's how we like met as a whole.
Follow-up question. What did you think of him?
I thought he was my boss. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I feel like that's a hard question because I don't remember like.
Obviously, it wasn't love at first sight, fellas.
No, that's not what I mean. Because I feel like you think of a specific incidence of like when you started liking somebody, you know, or like when you started to have like an interest in somebody. But like I don't obviously like we both kind of don't remember like exactly meeting each other. So I don't know what I don't really remember what I thought of you at that moment at the food counter.
Right.
I don't know. I was really intrigued, I should say, when I met Mike.
Ooh, I was intriguing.
Yeah, dude. Mysterious.
Yeah, I think that was actually part of it. Is like I really didn't know like what you were like, and I wanted to know. Because we had like, you know,
Mike is
I
just
can't
shaking
answer
his
this
head.
seriously.
He's shaking his head like,
yeah.
yeah.
The ultimate seduction.
He had put on Axe body spray that day.
It's true. I probably did. It's probably the chocolate.
Yeah.
The chocolate
And it was
smell.
alluring.
She wanted to take a bite. Because that smelled like chocolate.
Anyways.
Not Zombie Man. Sorry. Kyrie's bro also says, what's your favorite book?
Favorite book of all time?
Yeah.
They didn't say all time, but I'm assuming that's the idea.
Oh, that's so hard. I love a lot of books.
I know what if I know you, I know what you're gonna say you come to it.
What am I gonna say?
The book you're named from.
I was gonna say that, but it's kind of controversial, so
Yeah, it's a little racist.
it's a little racist. I was gonna say, I mean, I'm named from the book Gone with the Wind, and I love that book only because.
But it's a little problematic now.
Yeah, it's problematic for sure right now, and I definitely recognize that. It's a classic book to me. And I know it meant a lot to my grandparents and my parents, like
Not the
And-
racist parts.
no, not the racist parts, obviously, but
Just to
like
clarify.
yeah, just growing up. So that's a great one. But I don't know if Mike even knows the answer to this question, but one of my favorite books of all time, like as a kid, like growing up, it's a chapter book still. Like it's a book. It's not like a children's book, but it is like young adult, I guess, is the Phantom Tollbooth.
Ooh, I read that.
I just like loved.
I don't remember a single thing.
I loved how like it took like I don't know how to explain it. It's just weird and different, and
Quirky.
it's quirky. It's a bit quirky. I just loved how it was written, and I just always go back to it like when I just need something to do, I guess.
Nice.
So I just read that a lot.
Imagine reading books.
Like I can see the cover, and I remember that's the book that I read in middle school
Mm-hmm.
because there was like each classroom did
Yeah.
a different book.
Yeah, we went
And
to
it
the
was-
same elementary
right,
school,
right,
so
yeah.
that's what happened.
So it was like based on your reading level or whatever.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then
Oh my God, I was in the highest
me
reading.
and Tara,
We were
fucking
in-
five heads.
Yes.
Obviously, we get the harder
to be
book
clear,
to read.
they did not go to the same elementary school at the same time.
No,
No, we did not.
It's just been
No.
the same curriculum.
They just didn't change their curriculum
like
over
in
which is a
the
bit
slightest.
sus.
like 7-8 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's just like
yeah.
we're both five heads, but I don't remember a single thing about the book. Literally nothing except for the cover.
It's like about a kid that is always bored with their life, and then they get sucked into this world where it's like it's like a word play book, basically.
Mm.
Like that's why it's such like a 5-head book when you're in like sixth
I feel
grade
like I
or
kind of
whatever.
remember. Yeah,
It's like I don't know. It's crazy, but I keep thinking of more because I feel like another
Lay us with another book.
another favorite
This
book
is
of
some
mine.
intellectual stuff that they don't normally get on this podcast, so it's fine.
No. Another favorite, like I feel like I like a lot of young adult books because I think like when I think of like my favorite books, I think of ones that like got me through times
yeah.
when I was like younger, when it was like harder to live life. But one of them was Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, which is a movie too, but I read it before it became a movie. But I like loved it when I was in like middle school, high school, because I was like, this is such like an escape. Like I don't have to think about anything. And it was cool how the book was set up because it was like literally like set up like a playlist. Like they would show like they would have like a song for like each thing. So I don't know. I liked it a lot. It was a good one.
All right.
I checked it out at the library in my hometown like literally once a month.
And then they just let you keep
They
it.
basically just let me keep it.
Zombie Man 42 asks if you could choose any Kingdom Hearts song to play at your wedding.
Okay,
what
this is
would it be?
This is like the one question I studied because I saw it like on accident because I tried not to read a lot of the questions beforehand. But like I saw this question being asked and I was like, shit, I have to actually like.
That's when
listen.
you'd have to. Yeah.
Like in
well,
like
because it's
picture.
not like you just know the names of the songs.
you don't
and
just
shit.
play them every day on stream.
No.
Like
And you
us.
haven't played Melody of Memory like they said.
No,
so.
yeah,
That too,
exactly.
yeah.
So I went on Spotify. And I mean, it's hard because I feel like the general answer would be Dearly Beloved, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was
I'm pretty sure that's what Korn did.
that's why I was like, I know she did it.
General answer.
Well, that's like
Yeah.
the
Basic ass corn.
yeah, that freaking no, I'm just kidding.
Take that, Korn and Frank.
But I just feel like that's like
Happy anniversary.
no. I feel like that's like what people think of first, probably, anyways, right?
That's like the
Right.
definitive
That-
answer.
Exactly.
I want to be lowered down into my grave to Dearly Beloved.
But like, I wouldn't be mad if like just like this played.
Basically, she's found a version of the overture. It's not called the overture normally. It's called.
I know, what is it called?
Is it called Destati? What is it called? It's the version of Simple and Clean that's like orchestrated
I think it's just the orchestral version.
of Hikari.
Yeah.
But it's by the version she's found is by a group that looks like 3 gentlemen called the Timekeepers. So check that out on Spotify. But yes,
Shout
that
outs
is
to them.
it's a very beautiful version of it, dear.
Yes. So I wouldn't be mad. You know,
Right.
I wouldn't
But
be mad necessarily.
It's funny that you say "Oh, Dearly Beloved" is like the generic, because that's literally what the name is, right? dearly beloved, we're gathered here today.
I know.
Like, that's literally, it's in the name. Like, yes,
Right.
this at your wedding, you know?
Right. So,
So-
I mean, I'm not saying like it's a basic ass answer. I'm just saying like that is the number one
Oh
answer.
no, I
right?
definitely twisted it.
Yeah, Jason definitely made it to Grief Corn and Frank. Shout out to Corn
Get
and Frank.
griefed.
This next question, kind of the worst question I've ever seen, from Boomer for KH. Have you seen Jason's feet? What was it like?
I have seen Jason's feet because I am sitting in the same room with him right now, but he does have his feet covered actually.
Jason's got a gun pointed at Tara right now.
Say your next words very carefully.
No comment on what it's like there. That's the best answer for it.
Thank you. Don't get comfortable.
Tyler Rooms asks, how do you feel being an important part to the Super Spikegghetti Bros dynasty?
It is a dynasty.
Are we like the beginning of a dynasty?
We are.
We have to like have heirs to the throne.
Baby Isa needs to be ready to take over.
Oh my god. I don't know. I don't feel like a super important part in like a lot of aspects, but
I think you are a very important part.
Yeah.
it feels good then. That's the answer.
Take that,
It feels
Tyler. It
nice.
feels good.
It feels good.
Okay, and then the final question from our people on our Discord, from Sour Cream Sean.
Mhm.
Level with me.
Okay.
Does the stuff with Jason's feet weird you out at all?
Does it weird me out?
Yes.
No, because it's such a meme at this point. Like, what does it matter? You know, I don't think it weirds me out.
It is weird.
I mean, it is weird, but
Jason here to say it is weird. It makes him uncomfortable. Please stop.
I'm just like, what is like? It's just some freaking feet.
It's
What's
the
really funny
Send
is
feet
that
pics meme, you know?
what's really funny is that I actually showed my feet on Twitch for $1.
Yeah, one time.
In
Of the
early
very
on
beginning,
streams, yep.
yes, I do remember.
I think
that.
it was $2.
Yeah, I said I'm not doing it for $1. I'll do it for $2, thinking
Yeah,
they would,
yeah.
and then we
they
actually got
did,
donated. It was the
yeah.
first time we got donated, and
Yeah.
it was our only donation for a long time. And they made their account Toe Devourer,
Yeah.
so just on
I
our
do.
display,
It was my friend Leighton, yeah.
Right.
I remember that. I remember that.
classic. But now the feet meme just went to you, dude. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
but
It's because of Boomer.
it is Boomer. He's a fucking freak. He's a freak. No, I'm not lightening up on that, so it seems like I love him. He's a fucking freak. Just kidding, Boomer. I love you.
Yeah. Fuck you, Sean Boomer, co-host of
Too many
Seans.
A great podcast. You're a freak.
That Mike and I might be on multiple times.
You're a freak, Boomer. Anyway, Tara, it's time.
I'm not ready.
Okay, get ready. Every single
time.
time he asks a question, you got to answer it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just as fast as that, you have to fucking answer
First
it
thing that comes to mind.
immediately.
This is the 13 questions sponsored by Master
I need to
Xehanort.
research. I need
No,
to
no, 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 no,
research.
Master
no, no, no,
Xehanort
no, no, no,
Hot
no.
Seat, real organization, whatever the sponsorship is. I did amend some of these questions because Tara's not played Melody Memory, so one of the questions just wouldn't be
Right.
wouldn't make sense. But first question, Tara, you ready? Ready or not? Here we
Okay,
come.
I'm ready.
Favorite Kingdom Hearts game?
KH3.
KH3, okay. Favorite non-Kingdom Hearts video game?
Right now, Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
easy.
okay,
That's
okay.
easy.
Favorite Kingdom Hearts character?
Off the bat, I guess I would like when I was playing, I really liked Axel.
Okay.
That's a good answer. Best waifu? Kingdom Hearts waifu.
What?
Who's the best waifu? Who's the best lady?
I guess Aqua.
Hell yeah.
I know that's the answer.
That's the right answer.
I can't say another answer. I have guns to my head.
No, for the record, she could have said anybody else.
Yeah,
Whatever.
she could have. But if we talk about feet, there will be hypothetically a gun. Allegedly.
Favorite Disney movie?
Oh. If you were to ask me when I was a child, Snow White. If you were to
Okay.
ask me as an adult, I don't know. It's so hard because like Pixar and like everything.
What's the first one that comes to your mind?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Peter Pan.
That is not what I was expecting.
Oh.
You don't like Peter Pan?
No, we don't like Peter Pan around
Peter
here.
Pan around here, but that's okay.
You don't like the movie?
No, he's kind of a pedophile.
That's
He is
sad.
quite
Now I need to
legitimately.
change my
Like,
answer.
Quite
Out of all the
legitimately.
Disney
He's
characters,
a kid too.
out of all the Disney
He's been a
characters,
kid
we
for a
joke
long
around-
time.
We joke around about being a pedophile. It's actually a pedophile.
What? No.
Yeah,
Oh no.
Wendy's a little young for him.
She doesn't know.
Oh my god.
She
I don't
doesn't
think of
know.
Disney as
Also,
like
Tiger
the-
Lily is like 12.
He's like 12.
No, he's like.
She doesn't know. Oh no. Anyway, next
Or
question.
I would say Pocahontas, but that's problematic too.
Pocahontas is an alright movie. What's your favorite Keyblade?
I like the raccoon in Pocahontas.
What's his
Miko.
name? Miko.
Yeah.
I like Miko too.
He's cute.
I was gonna say Pocahontas, but I thought that was more problematic.
No.
Oh God. I'll never recover.
It's a little weird.
It's not your fault. It's Disney's fault,
Yeah,
honestly.
it's Walt's fault.
Favorite Keyblade?
Yeah. If you don't know the name of it, just describe it.
Well, I really like the Halloween Town one. And
Okay.
2.
Oh, Tara picking the blessed Keyblade.
Decisive pumpkin.
The most juiced Keyblade in KH2.
Yeah.
It's strong.
It is.
Strong Keyblade. And it makes funny noises.
Yeah.
It's the best of both worlds.
And I'm trying to think of my favorite one in 3. I can't think of all the ones. We switched them off so fast. I mean, because the worlds go by so fast.
Right.
Well, they're all cool.
They're all cool.
Yeah, they're all really cool.
I mean, just think of a world.
I like the Tangled one.
Yeah, Ever After's sauced.
hmm
Juiced even.
So those two, I guess.
Okay, good answers.
Thank you.
Favorite Kingdom Hearts song?
I feel like that's like I don't listen to the songs that often.
The Xehanort 13 questions show no mercy. You
Yeah.
have to answer.
I guess the one I just played.
Okay.
Hikari.
Hikari.
Orchestral.
It just reminds me of the game. Like it just reminds me
Yeah.
of playing.
Yeah.
If you could pick a world or property that's not in Kingdom Hearts that would be in the next Kingdom Hearts game, what would you pick?
Ooh, I'm trying to think of recent movies or whatever. Let's think. I think Moana would be really funny.
Yeah.
I think I've talked about this before because then you could like go see that crab that what's his face place. Is it a crab? It's a crab. Yeah.
I know. I just like that. That's what you want.
Well,
That's like out of all the things you're like, wanna, because the crab you go visit.
Well, I mean, it'd be really pretty, but then it'd be like really funny. Like
Yeah.
that'd be the funny part.
I
of
think
that
that's
world.
actually a pretty high chance of happening.
I think so too.
I
That's
think
why
that movie was pretty popular.
I think that. Yeah.
Okay, probably the most important question in the 13 questions. Who is best Xehanort?
Ansem. I know that.
Muhammad.
Best answer. Favorite Disney song?
Ooh. Disney song as a whole? Oh shit,
Yeah.
oh shit, I gotta think of something. Um,
Normally this question would be best melody memory song, but like you said, you've never played it, so
Oh yeah, I've never played it. Disney song?
yeah.
I had all the sing along movies, VHSs when I was a
Okay,
kid,
yeah,
so this
yeah.
is a really hard question actually.
Yeah, why is it Gaston's theme?
Yeah. No one shits like Gaston, has big dicks like Gaston.
No
Oh my
one's
God.
neck is incredibly thick as Gaston.
No, I'd say like really any of the songs from Mulan are really good. And
yeah.
then
Christina Aguilera,
yeah,
underrated.
and then I like the songs in Beauty and the Beast. Like when I was a kid, I loved the Beauty and the Beast
Beauty and the
songs.
Beast, good songs.
Mhm.
Okay. Number 11 is normally the question of the week, but I don't think they would apply to you because you've only played Kingdom Hearts one time. So instead, why don't you tell us about Coach by Terry, your podcast?
If you haven't listened, I explained to Mike the synopsis of the Twilight books so far. We're gonna eventually do all of those and hopefully move on to Harry Potter after that. That'd be a very long podcast, but something I'm thinking about.
So basically, I've never seen Twilight.
Yes, yeah. Mike's never
Or read
seen
it.
Twilight
And
or
so
read
she's
it.
explaining the books to me, and then we're going to watch the movie at the end, and we're going to do that with all the Twilight books, and then we're going to keep going from there.
And it's super fun.
Yeah.
And you should listen even if you don't like Twilight, because it's kind of funny.
It's funny regardless, especially if you've never read
I know,
Twilight.
because then you're like
You're being,
learning too.
Right.
You're being coached as
by
well.
Tara, literally the name of the podcast.
Exactly.
CBT'd.
Number 12. What does being a member of our community mean to you?
I think I mean I answered this a lot during the 100th episode. If you haven't seen that,
True.
But
What are you doing?
yeah, what are you doing? Go watch
What
it.
are you doing if you haven't seen the 100th episode?
True.
But I think it means a lot. I mean, I've learned so much about like being a part of a community like this, and just having, I don't know, like the support of people that I've never met before in real life is just amazing. And I don't even know what else to say. It's just been a great experience.
Yeah, for sure. Final question, Tara. You're almost done with the Xehanort hot seat. What are any goals you have for the next year? Whether it be in relation to your podcast or streaming or just in general with life.
I want to get through the next Twilight book for our podcast, CBT. But I don't know if that's possible. It might be more weeks than there are in the year. But that'd be great. That's a good goal. Personally, this is funny because I had a review at my job today.
Oh.
So
And they were like, what are your goals?
yeah, so
You're being reviewed here on the Ansem Report
I know. I
podcast.
feel like I'm part of a review, like kind of scary.
I'm sorry to be telling you, you will not be getting the raise.
Yeah, things are just tough right now with the economy. So we don't really have any. Actually, you're taking a pay cut.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
You were getting paid $0 an hour, and
Normally,
now we're
when
gonna
you
need
would
to
come
start
over-
paying us 25 cents an hour.
Normally, when you would come over, you would bring food. Haven't done that in a while.
Shit.
It's a big cringe. It's a big
Yeah.
cringe.
It's a big cringe. I need to do that. I need to do that.
Where are my Wendy's nugs?
Yeah, I would get Wendy's like every time.
Yeah.
To do that. No, other goals. I mean, I eventually kind of want to see if we can get a house this year and have have a bigger studio in that, maybe a better one. That would be great.
Get some of those cool YouTuber sound things, sound panels.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
yeah, dude. The sound foam.
Black and purple sound panels all over the fucking room.
Dude,
I just
hell yeah.
like that.
That's our aesthetic is black and purple, dude. So
There's a little yellow in there too.
yeah,
We're kind of LA Lakers.
yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, that's a goal. Like that's a big goal of mine and ours as a whole. I feel like is I really want to get a house. I don't know. I can't think of really anything
No,
else.
those are good goals. You don't want to have too many goals.
No.
Always under promise and over deliver, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Tara, you did it.
I did it. Ooh, I was scared.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty good.
I mean, you're not getting the raise, but
Yeah, you're still. not
Yeah, I
getting the
mean, I
raise.
feel like I'm sad about not having to pay to be here, but
Yeah,
it's fine.
well, you know that's the way the economy is right now. Anyway, Tara,
25 cents.
thank
dude.
you so much for being on episode 103 of the Ansem Report podcast.
103. Wow.
And this thus ends our series of 3 episodes where you guys get to know us a little better. I hope you enjoyed it. Starting next week is part 2 of the series where you get to know us better, and Jason's going to interview me again.
Yeah.
So ask your... No, I'm just kidding. That's not...
Oh my god! I was like, are you
Tara was like, are you
serious?
fucking serious? You guys really don't have anything else?
This is Mike is gonna be KH1 final mix. I'm gonna be KH2 final mix, and Tara's gonna be KH3 final mix confirmed on the podcast
Oh
right
my
now.
God. Oh my God. I can't believe it.
There's
Anyway.
a laser across my chest. I
No, Mira, please no.
afraid
No.
for my life.
You really shouldn't have betrayed us.
Oh no!
Sigvar! No!
I thought. Oh never mind.
What? You thought what?
Nothing. Nothing.
No. Say it. I can
No.
edit it out if it's bad.
No, nothing. I'm not saying anything.
Okay. Well, anyway.
She said something absolutely terrible.
Wow, yeah. Good thing I edited what Tara said out. That would have really pissed
Everyone off.
this people off.
Those people.
No, I was gonna say I thought that in the 13 questions there was a question about who's your favorite. Oh yeah, there is a favorite character. I forgot. I did look at those questions beforehand a minute. Like you sent those to me earlier. I was gonna say Jason when he's Sigvar as my favorite character.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We
Yes.
will see you guys next week for episode 104.
Whoa!
Wait, 104? Like the 104 building
Wait,
in Shibuya?
we're going to
That's with
Shibuya.
you confirmed. But yes, thank you guys so much for listening. We will see you guys next week. Tara, do you want to do the honors of saying the thing Jason normally says?
No, I can't do it. I can't.
You gotta do it.
It's too much.
No, not may your heart be your guiding key, but fuck off.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can say that.
I'll say the other thing.
Yeah.
No, I can't do either.
You
I
have
can't
to.
do
You
either.
have to. You
Okay, so
have
the way
to.
it works, is he says may your heart be in guiding key.
I know
and I
how
go,
it works.
thank you, and then you go, fuck off.
No, I can't do it.
Anyways.
Tara, you have to do
I
it.
can't
Tara,
do it.
people will love it.
No, I can't.
All right, we're gonna try it, and if you fail, we'll redo it. Okay?
Okay.
Jason, hit him with it.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Thank you.
I can't do it.
Tara, just say fuck off.
Fuck off.
Beautiful. She did it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I think we need one more take of that.
No,
Let's
no
just
more
redo
takes.
it.